think I'm on. Hi, it's me, Ivy. How are you today? I'm gonna check in with you. Um, I considered blogging today because it's been a few days, and I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe I don't want to. And then suddenly something happened. What happened? This is what happened. The fear set in. And what is the fear? The fear is when you're certain about doing something, you're going forth on an endeavor, and you're going about it, and you're doing good, and you're pressing through it, right? You're pressing through it, and suddenly, for no reason at all, you start to get scared. And then you really start to feel kind of like insecure for no reason. But it's just because that journey stretches on. It's like if when that journey begins, you're leaving home, you're excited, you got your bags packed, you're ready to go, you're ready to head out and go on this journey. And then as you go about it, you meet strange people, and you realize, like, maybe you just have some minor situations or something that aren't bad, but you start to feel that kind of loneliness on the road of things. And you start to kind of miss home a little bit. I'm at that stage right now. I think it's Thursday night right now. It's December 1st, and we're getting ready to have some snow showers here in Portland. So even with the heat on, I can still feel the cold coming in here. So, like, I'm wearing a zip-up hoodie. I've got my workout shirt on, which I always get looks from people whenever I wear this. I love it. And then I've got, come on, hair, do your thing. And then I've got a tank top on underneath here, and then I got my sports bra on. Is this hot enough for you? No, I don't think so. A lot of people don't think this is hot. They're like, yeah, cover it up. You're disgusting, you freaking slob. You know. So, no, I've reached that point right now. 4 days into work, and I'm doing fine at work. I'm loving my new job. I really am. I love the people I work with. But that freshness is wearing off, and that's a scary thing. And that's something you always need to be like aware of. Is you got to pinpoint that moment where you're like, I'm doing great, I'm doing great, I'm doing great, and so you don't feel like you're doing great. That's where I'm at right now. And sometimes it's just your mind playing tricks on you, but it's a heightened sense of fear and awareness that, like, when you have testosterone as your main driving thing, you don't really get that a lot. I could feel inklings of it, but T, or testosterone, or T, basically kind of shields you from it, and you just kind of do dumb things like, hey dude, we should go jump off the roof. Dude, we should jump from house to house. Yeah, whoa. Dude, we should put some boards down and, like, jump things. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, testosterone is like influences you to do stupid things like that, and then sticking it in crazy. Yeah, testosterone will influence you to do that. Don't stick it in crazy. Trust me, I did. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't really want to go there. That's another time, okay? But having a high estrogen count now, I'm very much more aware of my feelings. And they play a vital role because with testosterone, it was more influenced by logic. You know, you lock the front door. Sure, you're fine. I locked the front door. Estrogen, you feel like, well, what if it comes unlocked? What if I locked it and didn't shut it all the way? Or what if someone kicks it open? Like, you get this, like, nagging kind of spider sense feeling. At least I do, you know. Um, maybe I'm dysfunctional. Maybe I don't know. But I get that sense that like you need emotional reassurance for certain things, whereas like testosterone, you're like, yep, it's done. It's you know, 10 millimeter, you know, socket tightens it up. You're done. You're good to go. You know. But estrogen like makes your brain function differently. At least it does for me. It's a powerful player. um, so I don't know if this is that happening right now. I kind of think it is, but I also appreciate this because it I'm aware of my emotional state now, which before I kind of ignored it, and especially like, hey, you're a guy, you shouldn't be crying or feeling that way like a sissy, you know, like that kind of held me back on things, which really confused me because I've always felt like neurologically I function more as a female than I did as a male, representing as a male, assigned male at birth. And so I was always like contradictory in groups and even among myself. But estrogen now kind of opens up that sense for me, and I'm aware now of it emotionally, whereas before I didn't. And with testosterone, you don't really get to play with that, and so you would, or I would, really kind of let that weigh me down. And so like I've had jobs where I start out really confident and great, and then just kind of sink because you don't. I never got to process that emotion like I can now. Was that my stomach? Did you hear that? That was my stomach going. I had a really good workout today, so it was fine. But now I know one of the benefits of having like high estrogen now is, as my main hormone, is that I can now listen to my emotions and what my thoughts are telling me and process it. So when I go back to work tomorrow on Friday, I can address how I feel and reflect on it instead of letting it like really weigh me down. And I don't know if that's something else you've experienced, and I wasn't really sure if I was going to be able to kind of pinpoint that. I had a like workout today, so now everything like I ate previously is kind of coming up and stuff like that, and now I'm talking, so I'm kind of high energy. I don't know if this is something that you've experienced or this is something that you've heard someone else talk about. I've never heard anybody talk about this yet, but maybe it's just a normal unspoken thing. But for me, this is something I want to address today, and I think that it's powerful, and I need to recognize it more often. Before I didn't understand it. I guess you would say for me, it seemed like a developmental disability. In that sense, I don't know if that's the right like word to say or not. But now that I can pay attention to it, being like through transition, like I feel like I am a better person for that. Now I'm better for it. And a lot of people just think, okay, you're trans, you're gonna get your boobs done, you're gonna get, you know, something down, you know, like that, you know, I don't know how you like it, you know, like that, like or you know, you're gonna get a wig or something like that. It's not about that. Those are like the normative things that can happen when someone transitions. But I have experienced a massive shift in the way my brain thinks and feels and listens to my body and events around me. The first part of that going through is tough. Trust me, it is not easy. You know, you're dealing with a whole bag of crazy. Like imagine, you know, a whole bag of cats. You know, it's like that St. Ives riddle all coming into play all at once, right? And if you like St. Ives riddle, I don't know. Like younger people, I don't really know riddles that much. Okay, so Ivy's gonna take you through it. So let me grab some water here. Okay, so the riddle is called St. Ives, and it goes, as I was going to St. Ives, I met a man with 7 wives. Every wife had 7 sack, every sack had 7 cats, every cat had 7 kittens, kittens, cats, sacks, and wives. How many were going to St. Ives? If you just did the math, you're wrong. It's just the guy. As I was going to St. Ives, I met a man with 7 wives. He had 7 wives, but he didn't have them with him. It never said that in the riddle. And so, what were the wives doing? I don't know, sitting in the middle of the motherfucking road. How should I know? That was Die Hard, by the way. Die Hard with a Vengeance. I love that movie. So, yeah, that's one that's never gonna leave me. But no, it's every wife had 7 sacks, every cat had 7 cats, kittens, cats, sacks, and wives. I feel, I don't know, I kind of liked it better like this, didn't I? It was kind of like that, maybe. There you go. I don't know. I'm seriously conscious about my image, so this is the most confident I've ever really been in myself, honestly, and that was not a toot. That was my chair. It was my really bad chair. At some point, this thing's gonna go. But my emotions over the last year or so, I think I'm about to approach month 17 of HRT. It's because I started actually like physically transitioning with HRT, estradiol and spironolactone, in July of 2021. And now we're entering December here, and it's, I believe, month 17. Hopefully that's right, because as the time goes on, it's now getting harder to tell. But there was points where like estrogen was becoming my main hormone, and I was suddenly trying to deal with a whole new me inside here and inside here, and that's got nothing to do with implants or hair or surgery, in which I've actually haven't had any of that done. That's for a discussion in the future, but this is my hair. These are real right here. I haven't had any surgery. I grew these babies myself. I mean, I can show you right now. I'm not gonna get kicked off YouTube, but I've got, right here. These are all natural. Just grew them myself. They came in all on their own. In fact, I kind of had them before I transitioned, so that was one of the things about me. Okay, that's another thing for another time. But listen, I always, growing up, I had a lot of difficulty being able to form pectoral muscles. All my friends had ripped pecs. I just had little soft, barely boobs, but they were boobs. And my nipples were always very large, and my friends always told me I had porn star nipples. Okay, that was a friend in high school that told me that first. Anyways, get that back. Get back there, hair. Go get back, get away. Okay. I kind of like that look. I'm like, ooh, who are you? Oh. Hi. Who are you? So anyways, I think it's important to kind of recognize that heightened sense of emotion and fear, and I think that's a good thing. And so now I can actually go to work tomorrow and be confident, like, oh yeah, I was kind of, my confidence was reaching a slump. Now I know what to do. I'm like, okay, confidence is reaching a slump. Do I want that to define me? No, I'm like, I can pick that back up. So tomorrow I'm going to be going into work, and feeling better about myself, you know? So, yeah, that's all I want to talk about. I'm curious if you've experienced this at all yourself. Um, the idea of, the, you're on that journey and you've now made it to the 1,000 mile mark. You're 1,000 miles from home, your nice, warm, comfy, cozy bed, all of the accoutrement of everything that you have is far away, and all you're on your journey, and you're scared now. You're getting that feeling like far from home here.
I'm I'm far from home. I'm really scared. You're like, gee, I'm far from home. I don't know what to do. Excuse me, sir, can you help me?
Oh, hey there. It's gonna help you out there. Yes. Okay. It's like, what did you run into? Like Mr. Dink or something? Like,
Hey, Mr. Dink, I broke your grill, sorry.
it's like, you broke my grill? You broke my grill? Oh, and turned into a green werewolf, maybe. I don't know. Stupid. I don't. If you caught that reference, that's awesome. But if you didn't, you might be like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's just me, and I'm happy. I really am. When I walk into work, they call me by my name. Yay. And in fact, I think I might be too happy at work. Is that possible? That I am that person that walks into work and like people like, and I'm like, hi everybody, how are you? Hey, the bobblehead is here. Now I really am like sincerely joyful. I really am, like, for everything. And now I'm kind of rambling on, and you're kind of like, is there a point to this? Yeah, the confidence and fear, um, it comes into play, and this is that point where you really get to test yourself. And I feel confident about myself, and then I can go into work tomorrow and be genuinely happy. So that's all I want to say. Anyways, this is Ivy, and thanks for watching. I'll see you again. Bye.